I'm Jeremy Miller from Cambridge at Sandy High School. Technology has completely changed the way that I taught. I love listening to lectures. Um, I found that most students don't share that opinion, however. So when I first started teaching, I found technology to be a tool I could use to provide students with more engaging content. Now I see it as a way to provide student voice and choice and access to all sorts of information resources, and in fact, access to parents as well. The last year, I started working as a technology integrationist, just part time at the high school. Due to some budget cuts, that team no longer exists, and I'm the last integrationist there for the district. This year, we also got a new LMS. We use Schoology. So most of my time this year has been spent trying to learn Schoology, and understand how to integrate the different tools that we can use into the classroom so the content can be delivered more effectively and students can learn more. So I'm going to share some of the things that we've been doing this year with you within Schoology and some of the content integration that we can use. So the first thing I learned at the Schoology Connect in Orono this summer, the first suggestion that I really liked was to put a Google slide, just embed the slideshow in the materials area of Schoology. And then each day a teacher could make a list of what they did. And traditionally this is done on the whiteboard or the chalkboard or whatever, where they list the activities for the day. But this is a way that students could access it even if they were gone. So when the teacher creates this, they actually have to do this each day. They'd make a new slide at the top so that when a student would open this, the most recent date shows up. If they're gone for the last 3 days, let's say, they could just click through and see exactly what was done. Now, this teacher's doing a fantastic job. She's embedding videos in there, and she's got links, and she's got all sorts of interesting stuff. So, and this happens to be a brand new teacher. Another tool that we can use that this teacher happens to use is um, CK12. So we can use CK12 and it ties right into Schoology, and it provides fantastic content, sometimes interactive, and usually provides a quiz or a set of graded questions at the end. So this brand new teacher who's certainly feeling overwhelmed and trying to learn the content with the students is able to find high quality resources, provide it for all of their students, and give them almost instantaneous feedback. Another tool that I loved before we used Schoology was Edpuzzle. I think Edpuzzle is a fantastic way um, to flip a classroom or give students access at home to whatever content you're trying to cover. So I've been working with another teacher on putting Edpuzzle content within the class, and this teacher happens to be out right now. He has a long-term sub. He's having some sorts of surgery, um, and within Schoology you can publish or unpublish folders, and he's putting all of his content. So his long-term sub, who's going to be there for 3 weeks, all he has to do is go through and publish each folder as they get to the chapter that they're learning about, which is fantastic. But in this one, he's put an Edpuzzle video, which is fantastic. It requires students to watch the whole thing, and they have to answer questions. And there's it can be graded instantaneously if you have multiple choice or true false questions. And from the teacher perspective, he can go through and see exactly how the students did, who watched the video, how long they spent on it. So this is a great tool as well. I'm going to show you that right now, how to embed this within Schoology. It's really simple. I'm going to do it. There's a couple of different ways to add this. If you just go up to Add Materials, if we go to Edpuzzle, by default, it puts this assignment at the very bottom. I don't want to do that because I want to show it to you a little bit more efficiently. So if I hover over the very top, we'll see this green dashed line with the green plus sign. Hit that. Now we're going to insert whatever content we want at the very top of the page. So select Edpuzzle. It's going to link right to your own Edpuzzle account. You can go through and select whatever video it is you want to show. I'll show this one. You click on Watch. And then Assign. You can turn on closed caption if you like. You can prevent skipping, which I'd recommend. And Assign. Done. So now all the students in the class have the said puzzle. We could copy it over to other courses if we'd like. But this has been a fantastic tool, and we use it. And it just so happens the teacher who's out on long-term, or has the long-term sub, happens to teach a hybrid course. So I started the hybrid courses at Hinckley when I taught there years ago, and I brought that, and I certainly wasn't the only one, but I brought that idea to Cambridge, and I helped the teachers, a couple of teachers, stand up their own hybrid courses. And this psychology and the sociology classes are both taught in a hybrid format. So that's one way that we're trying to provide choice. I think we can expand on this. I think we can reimagine what school is going to look like if we use technology to its fullest potential. And that's my hope with going to conferences like ISTE, so I can learn new ways, things and tools I can share with our teaching staff and try to get from where we're at right now, where it's still looking like a very conventional, traditional school system, to what I think school can look like in the future, which is probably going to be a lot different than it currently is. So thank you for watching. Appreciate your time.